Track Wrestling here at the NWCA National Convention with Joan Fulp, the co-chair of USA Wrestling's Girls High School Development Committee. Joan, incredible stuff going on right now on the girls wrestling side of things. I think in the last 2 years you guys have tripled the number of states that are sanctioning a girls state championship from 6 to 18.
Correct.
How have you been able to generate so much momentum here, particularly in the last couple of years?
Well, number one, kudos to all those coaches and all those state associations who have really made the push. They were on the forefront of knowing this needed to happen, and we've come in and just provided some extra resources for those states that really were already moving in that direction. But just kudos to all those people in the grassroots and states that have really, they're really the ones that we need to thank for making this happen.
Why has it happened in 2018 and 2019? It just seems like kind of the dam broke here a little bit.
Gosh, that's a good question. Maybe we've just gotten to a point with numbers. I've never had that question asked, so to really think about that, I think it was just starting to be pushed. Maybe 216 with the Olympics. We won gold there, more visibility. Visibility is a big issue, and it still is for girls to be seen, and people are still asking that question. Girls wrestle. Girls are in the Olympics, so we still need to get that push out for visibility and understanding of what girls are doing in the sport. But I think with those 216 Olympic goals or doors being opened, I think that made a lot of people's eyes open up. Sally Roberts started Wrestle Like a Girl. We were working in conjunction at the same time, creating resources for girls' high school development. And Andrea and I, even though we take no credit for things, we were asked by the NFHS to present at their winter executive committee meeting in 2018 in Arizona. So we sent all of our information to them, as well as presenting to them what's happening across the nation. So we're hoping that opened a lot of their eyes to, what's my neighboring state doing? Well, I don't want to be the last state to sanction in my region. So I think a lot of them started looking at what was happening within their state and looking at numbers. We were asked to go back again a second year, and I had more state executive directors coming up to me, excited, wanting their name on that list, wanting to see their state highlighted. So I think the energy now has gone, and the knowledge and the understanding has gone to those states, and they're making the effort to really take a look at what's happening in their state, as well as getting the girls off the boys' mats. We need to have girls wrestle girls, and we also need to take care of our adolescent boys, and they don't need to be wrestling girls as well. So hopefully we're making that push.
Coming up on the 3-year anniversary of Helen Maroulis winning Olympic gold, and you touched upon that. As that's happening, I'm thinking, how big is this going to be for girls wrestling across the country? What are you thinking when that happens?
Wow. Andy, it's so exciting to think about what's going to happen, even this World Championship with our women. And then again with the Olympics in 2020. I think it's just going to push us over the edge a bit. I think the numbers are going to grow. This year, not a number that everybody can hang their hat on, but we were up with a looking at the numbers in many different ways, about 4,000 girls. That's the largest number of the largest growth we've had in, let's say, 7 years in a single year. So I think it's just going to continue. And we had 4 more states that said yes to girls wrestling this year. I think our numbers are going to just keep growing, and they're going to have their eyes on the Olympics. They're going to be watching what's happening internationally. They're going to know more the names of those stars that we have in the U.S. So I think it's just going to grow. And as more girls step in the arena, they're going to pull their friends in, younger girls. I think it's just going to grow exponentially.
As I mentioned at the top, 18 states sanctioned for girls' state tournament now. What do you think is realistic for the convention a year from now? How many you think is a realistic number?
Because we have 13 more states that are holding what we call an unofficial state tournament, I think we could easily be at 50% in another year or two. I think we'll easily make that. So, and there are a lot of states that do have really small numbers, but the exciting part of that is they are looking at how can they provide those opportunities, at least for girl versus girl competition within a state or within a region. So there's just a lot of great minds out there, a lot of great coaches that are just saying, how can we make it happen? We're excited about it. Our main goal right now is coaches education, to help all those coaches with that first girl that walks in the room. What do I do? How do I, handle this situation? How do I get her to competition? So that's kind of the focus Andrea and I are working towards. But I think it's really going to grow. We're hoping to be out of a job in about 5 years.
I think some of the stories about the pioneers of women's wrestling are pretty incredible. I mean, just what they had to go through to pave the path for the girls now. Do you think the girls now understand that?
I don't think the history is widely known, and I'm just going to kind of throw this out. I think still now with the numbers, I think our young ladies still are watching the history of our men and kind of maybe understand the men's history because that's the rooms they've grown up in. Male coaches or, you know, an all-boys team in a state for the majority of these young ladies. But I think that we need to make sure that's out there and visible and put those women out in front of them more. I think that story needs to be told more often. You know, a lot of times we think, well, we told it once. We really need to say it over and over and over and over again. And you know, part of it right now is these young ladies making history since, let's say, 2012 in the last two quads. They're also making history. You know, they're also pioneers that are leading and moving the sport of girls wrestling forward. So there's a lot of stories to be told along the way.
What would emerging sports status at the NCAA level do?
I think there's going to be a lot more opportunities for young ladies in each of their states to attend a college maybe of their choice, an alma mater of their parents. I just think it's just going to open the doors for more girls to go. I don't have to go across the country to a college. You know, I'm in California. We have one college right now. I think we have maybe two more that are getting started. You know, a lot of those California girls with the largest numbers, over 5,000 girls wrestling at high school, you know, they've got to go out of state. So when you have more in-state opportunities, I think it's just going to open those doors as well. Just more opportunities for education as well through athletics.
Hey, great stuff, Joan. Anything else for us?
Oh my gosh, it is so exciting, Andy, and thank you for having me. I appreciate being able to give you a little snippet of what we're doing, and anybody that wants to contact us about supporting that pathway to a girls' division, a girls' state championship, just give us a call.
Yeah, where can they find you? Where can they get in touch?
You know what? I'm on Facebook, and I connect with a lot of people on Facebook. You can call USA Wrestling, you can call the NWCA, and they can definitely put you in touch with me. So I think any of those ways are easy. So yeah.
Thanks so much.
Sure, you bet. Thank you.